Okay, let's deal with the final topic, and very unfortunately, Bawku conflict still rages. 2 more people have been killed, with several others injured. Let me just quickly read for you from citynewsroom.com. 2 killed, several injured in violent Bawku clashes. And we have the story here. 2 people were killed and several others suffered gunshot wounds during violent clashes in Bawku, Daduri suburb. Bawku's Daduri suburb on Tuesday, November 12, 2024. Now, the violence, which included a gun battle, led to 2 houses being set ablaze, further intensifying the area's ongoing security crisis. Now, this incident brings Bawku's recent death toll to 25, following the killing of an elderly man last week who was attacked after losing his way home from the hospital. The escalating violence has forced many residents to flee. 6 buses under military escort were seen transporting people from Bawku to Bolgatanga for safety. The clashes have also disrupted lives, closed schools, and shuttered businesses, creating a serious threat to both security and economic stability. Tensions spiked with the recent return of rival chief Alhaji Saidu Abagri, who had been exiled, and several recent ambushes targeting travelers. Now, in response, the authorities have imposed a curfew from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., enforced by security agencies to help restore the peace. And yes, so this is what we have in Bawku so far that's happening. Naturally, I want to just come to you for your thoughts on this. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I was kind of hoping that by now, maybe the Chieftaincy Ministry, together with National Security, whatever, whichever other groups should be involved, would have called for the chief to leave the place, considering that it is his arrival that appears to have triggered all of this. Just a quick thought on this.
So maybe I think that all the feuding factions, in Bawku should actually come to the realization that one life is too many to lose, and one property, a house, even if it's a mad house, it's someone's effort, is just too many to lose. And to also contemplate the effect of, these conflicts on their local economy, on the young people, and especially on the vulnerable women, children, persons living with disability in the area. And so maybe a contemplation of all this, a sober reflection on all these things should let the feuding factions know that the time for peace is long overdue. The time for peace in Bawku was like yesterday. And so, I'll just use this opportunity to actually call for peace. We are human, and so some frictions here and there are allowed. But for it to be prolonged, and then goes like it dies off and then it is revived, I think that maybe we can end 2024 with some permanent resolution of the conflicts there, so that business thrives, so that dignity of humans are actually enhanced. So we can only call for peace, we can only call for calm, even if it takes begging. Then I'm looking into the camera, we are telling the feuding factions that in the interests of life and property, the vulnerable, we are begging. Let's peace be still.
All right. Final thoughts from you?
David, this is nothing that one can be excited about. And this crisis has been going on for God who knows how long. And what really saddens me is when in situations like this, it's the women and children that suffer most. So it's not. And for those of us who happen to come from the northern side of this country, most people don't know the difference between Bawku or Gbipe or Damango or Salaga, Pusiga and all that. So it's assumed that you understand what is happening there. I come from Savannah, Bawku is in upper east, borders northeast. Yeah. But by ethnic settlements and all that, it comes and it goes against all of us. I mean, at a time that we have the two leading parties fielding people, candidates from the north. I mean, this is not a conversation that we should be having. I can't mention her name here, but I happen to be on set with a native of Bawku, who happens to be a political activist like us, who made it emphatic that it was a political issue.
Really?
Yes. And I've spoken to a few of, should I say, my brothers and sisters who cut across the political divide. It comes with a chieftain, it borders on chieftaincy, it borders on land. I mean, we are all emotive when it comes to what is rightfully us or what we think is us. I mean, we've had people across various sectors from chieftaincy, from politics, give historical accounts of what is happening in Bawku. But I think that there must be a stop now. I think so. And it falls squarely, if this person is telling me, and I've heard it from other quarters on both, all the divide, this person happens to be not in MPP or NDC, in another party. And I mean, out of respect for her, I can't mention her name because she's not here. But if it's really a political issue, I think our brothers and sisters, leading figures in politics from Bawku, must take the charge and make this a responsibility. Because if you've been in an area that has suffered that level of conflict before, you know what curfew comes with. You know how it stalls development. You know how it affects the education of children. Today, we are in the places that we are because of education. Are we going to deprive the younger ones coming up that education because of what we are interested in? For me, it should be a responsibility, a commitment, whether MPP, NDC, GFP, CPP, PNC, the leading figures in the political group in Bawku should make this a responsibility and end this and end it forever, so that Bawku, being the commercial center that it is, being a very strategic town in this country, can come back and enhance the development of this country and contribute to the economy as it has to be.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so that's it for the news review segment right here on Breakfast Daily. I've been speaking with Loratu Musa-Saka. She is a communications team member for the MPP, and Na Atre Niokpe. She is a member of the NDC National Communications Team.